Welcome to day 139 of me bringing you a Bible verse for 365 days. Being day 139 means it is the 19th of May. So, as you all know, I am bringing you my inspiration, for the Bible verses are from this box. Inside of this box is 365 envelopes. Inside each envelope is a Bible verse and a saying. I received this box when I moved from Cairns down to where I'm currently living as a going away gift from a dear friend of mine. And as you can see, I did open these envelopes in the first 12 months I was here, but I thought I would open them again for you this year. So let's have a look at what the 19th of May looks like for us. So our saying is, we aren't called to chase the world, we're called to change the world. Ooh. We aren't called to chase the world, we're called to change the world. And our verse is Colossians 3:16. Colossians 3:16. Colossians. Is Colossians Old Testament? No, it's the New Testament. Colossians 3:16. Colossians, Acts, Galatians, Philippians, Thessalonians, Timothy. I think I've gone too fast. Colossians, Corinthians. Okay, I'm going to need a number. 1628. I think I've said this before. It's like the books of the Old Testament are so thin, like they're only a couple of pages. Here we go. Colossians 3:16. There's a lot of 3:16 verses that are very powerful in the Bible. 3:12, 15, 3:16. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. Right, let me read that again. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. Okay, I'm going to read from Colossians 3:12 onwards. Therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, put on tender mercies, kindness, humility, meekness, long-suffering, bearing with one another and forgiving one another. If anyone has a complaint against another, even as Christ forgave you, you also must do. But above all these things, put on love, which is the bond of perfection, and let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to which also you were called in one body, and be thankful. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in wisdom and teaching and admonishing one another in psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. And whatever you do in the word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God and the Father through him. So our verse, 3:16, let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. So this is basically saying to us that we need to fill our heart and mind with the teachings of God, encouraging and uplifting one another through wisdom, worship, gratitude, and praise to God. Spend time with other people who love God and lift them up and encourage them, but also spend time with people who don't have a belief in the hope that one day they will. Amazing. Let's go back and have a look. This is our saying. We aren't called to chase the world, we're called to change the world. And our verse, Colossians 3:16. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. I hope you've all had an amazing day, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow for day... My computer's gone to sleep. I think it's day 140 tomorrow. I'll see you all back then. God bless.